Hi, this is Vicki Trottier from Community Literacy of Ontario, and today I'm meeting with Susan Hughes and Sharren Reil from the Literacy Council of South Temiskaming in Northern Ontario. And we're going to talk about CIPMS in a smaller community-based literacy program. So welcome, Sue. Welcome, Sharren.
Thank you.
Hi.
Thanks for talking with us today. So can you tell me a bit about your experiences with implementing CIPMS in the past year? So for example, what did you identify as a strength for the Literacy Council of South Temiskaming, and what did you identify as areas needing improvement?
Well, our strength were our learner satisfaction surveys. Most learners were happy with our program. Our areas of improvement were to enhance the number of learners with workplace goals and to improve our ability to demonstrate the continuous progress with our learners.
Okay, Sharren, do you have anything to add to that?
No, not right now.
Okay. So once you had determined, for example, that you wanted to do some pre-employment modules, how did you go about doing that?
Okay, I'll speak to that. Well, we shifted the focus of our computer room to reflect employment goals, and we did that by displaying all of our pre-employment modules for easy reference for our learners. We also displayed any relevant workplace materials such as the Learning Hub, courses, MyGate, etc. We also bought some new computers. Then we met with all our learners and we went over our pre-employment modules, explained what they were, how they work, how they're incorporating your numeracy, your literacy into something with a workplace goal. We did presentations to Ontario Works, Canadian Mental Health, and we sent out a bi-monthly newsletter. It goes out to 45 agencies and businesses. So we talked about the pre-employment modules. We sent out a survey to see, is the newsletter relevant? Is this information what the employers and agencies need to be hearing? So it's just that shift from we're here, we're doing numeracy, we're doing literacy upgrading to we're here and we're moving towards employment, right? While we're doing our literacy and our numeracy upgrading.
Okay, and so you've also involved the learners because you're talking to them about what you're doing, right?
Yeah.
As well as the broader community, so it's definitely expanding perhaps the reach of the council.
That's our hope, yeah.
Okay, great. And what kind of results have you achieved? Have you met your targets? And if you did, how did that happen? And if you didn't, have you done things to ensure that you will meet your targets or even changed your target levels?
Yes, we have met most of our targets. We're now meeting with our learners twice a month to review our expectations, their expectations. Learners know what they need to get done that month and see what they have completed. We have a tracking binder with a complete record of students' accomplishments, including tests, reviews, demonstrations. One thing that wasn't working very well were the timelines. We had developed timelines for the modules because of the marketing value it would have. We have more learners working on the modules now, but they're not completing the modules in the time frame we were hoping for. Many of our learners have issues to deal with, family, health, that sort of thing, and thought the timelines were too hard to follow. And we find too that the modules are more suitable for level 3 learners, and most of our learners are working at a level 2
Okay.
or 1.
Okay, so business plans have just recently come out as we're recording this. So have you thought about the areas for improvement that you'll be working on in the coming year? Will you pick new areas or will you continue on with what you've been doing in the past year?
Well, I guess I'll speak to that. We're going to expand and build on last year's results, and we're going to add one new one. We're going to look at find more relevant workplace curriculum for our level 1 and low level 2 learners, and try to set some more realistic timelines taking into account mental health issues and other issues that delay the learning process. So we'll work with our learners to do that. We're also going to work on our policies and procedures manual. That they need to be revised. It's been years. I guess what we're realizing through the CIPMS process is it was terrifying at first because it was this new thing. We didn't know what it meant. we were swamped with what we had to be doing on a daily basis anyways, and you're like, how on earth can we implement something like this? Well, it turns out that all we're really learning to do is document better what we're already doing. So, and that helps us and our learners because now they're seeing exactly every little piece they're achieving. We can prove to our funding source that when we tell you, that a learner has done this level, we can back that up with these are the books, these are the test results, this is the final percentage. Everybody knows exactly what page you're on when we're talking about what we've achieved. So it's not so terrifying anymore because really it wasn't anything that we weren't doing. It's just taking your focus and putting it or highlighting, how you're going to prove that you're doing these things you're already doing, really.
Okay, and I think
Yeah.
you've hit on something there too when you say focus, because instead of trying to do 20 things well, you can focus on a couple of things and really give them your
right.
energy and
That's right.
Exactly.
so you're not scrambling as much.
And you can
That's right.
stay with one of them. If something like our timelines aren't working as well as we would have liked, it's not like the next business plan you have to scrap all that and come up with new things. We just continue
That's right.
working on that one thing until we're comfortable and our learners are comfortable that it's really working. Then we can focus on another area.
And it's
That's
not that
right.
you're just restating areas for improvement from last year. You've refined them, you've honed them based on your experience, and probably getting better at identifying your targets and identifying the areas and really,
Yes.
again,
It's
focusing
much-
in.
It's much easier this year,
Okay.
just
Yeah.
finding the,
Maybe the areas that actually need the
Yeah.
focus.
Okay, that's great. Anything else that you'd like to add?
I don't think so.
No, it just, don't be terrified. It's not as frightening as it first appears, because we're already doing it. That's the thing that I'm hearing from all the literacy agencies, is we're already doing 90% of this stuff.
That's right.
Anyways, it's just putting the process into place to document and track our successes.
And calling it a process, I think, as well, and giving it specific names.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks very much. Appreciate your time.
Bye.